People often say, "My family would never fight." They say it with confidence and with pride, and I believe them. Most families don't fight because they're greedy. They fight because no one was clearly put in charge. This is Estate Planning Without the Fluff. My name is Jill. I'm an estate planning attorney, and I've seen what happens when no one is in charge. This series isn't about documents. It's about control, clarity, and preventing families from learning hard lessons in probate court. Because probate doesn't care what you meant to do. People often say, "My family would never fight." They say it with confidence and with pride, and I believe them. Most families don't fight because they're greedy. They fight because no one was clearly put in charge. When someone passes away or becomes incapacitated, emotions are already high. People are grieving, they're exhausted, they're trying to make sense of a loss while still showing up for work, for kids, for life. This is not a good moment to sort out authority. But that's exactly what happens when there's no plan. Everyone steps in. With good intentions, everyone thinks they're doing the right thing. And suddenly, there are too many voices and no clear decision maker. That's when things shift. Questions turn into disagreements. Disagreements turn into frustration. Frustration turns into resentment, not because people are bad, because uncertainty creates pressure, and pressure exposes cracks that were already there. I see this all the time. Siblings who used to get along stop speaking. Adult children questioning a surviving spouse. Family members start keeping score. Why are you handling that? Who said you could decide that? Why wasn't I included? Most of these conflicts are not about money. They're about trust and fairness and feeling shut out at a vulnerable moment. Probate doesn't calm this down, it amplifies it. Because now decisions are slow, answers are delayed, and families are forced to operate inside of a system. What people don't realize is that conflict often starts long before court. It starts with ambiguity, with silence, with assumptions that were never clarified. Estate planning is uncomfortable because it requires honesty. Honesty about who should be in charge. Honesty about who shouldn't be. Honesty about family dynamics that people would rather ignore. But avoiding those conversations doesn't protect relationships. It puts them at risk. Planning is not about distrust. It's about relief. It's about removing guesswork at the time when people are least equipped to handle it. When authority is clear, families don't have to argue about who decides. When expectations are set, people don't feel blindsided. When decisions are made in advance, grief doesn't have to carry the extra weight of conflict. This is why I say clarity is a kindness, and it's a gift to the people you love. Not because it prevents every disagreement, but because it prevents avoidable ones. Families don't fall apart because someone planned too much. They fall apart because no one planned at all. Estate planning isn't about control for the sake of control. It's about creating a structure that holds when emotions run high and choosing peace before pressure takes over. Because probate doesn't care how close your family was. It only steps in when no one else was clearly given authority.